Hi, my name is Dana Sanchez, and this is my business pitch for the business project. The name of my company is called Dot and Cross Events. Dot and Cross Events is an event planning service that helps clients dot their I's and cross their T's. Clients are going to be able to collaborate with a planner with various options on the planning process. Our planners are going to welcome creative and non-creative individuals, and there will be no shame in not knowing what to do or how to do it. We also welcome creatives that have big ideas and aim to make those visions become a reality with respect for their budgets. Clients are going to be able to choose package deals that best suit their needs, and there's going to be plenty of add-on services that they can add on to better customize their event. The market need for this is simply simplified event planning with a one-on-one planner that is going to be budget mindful, all ears, and they're going to make these events feasible, stress-free, and enjoyable. Clients are going to be able to have planners as involved as they would like them to be. They can literally start from the ground up and have full involvement in execution by the planner. Or if they've started something that they cannot finish because they are overwhelmed or things happen in life but need to see the event through, we can step in and fill in the gaps. So this is mainly going to be geared towards women. Most women are going to be anywhere between the ages of 25 to 65 years old. There will be some men that are going to utilize this, and most of them will be in the business world. Men 30 years to 55 years. I would even go as far as say 65 years, honestly, for some of the business men out there. And then a lot of the women are going to be between ages 25 years old to 65 years old. Most of this, I believe, is going to come from moms, grandmothers. We're going to have brides coming in. Because we have that experience in the wedding world. And again, as we've stated, we've got businessmen and women for small and corporate businesses as well. And that's going to kind of carry us into like the psychographics of this. A lot of our business people are going to be utilizing this service for networking purposes or client appreciation, staff appreciation, partner appreciation. There's many ways that businesses utilize event planning into the business world for networking reasons. So they're going to be busy people. They're going to be the creatives that need help accessing the resources to fulfill an event. And then there's going to be the non-creatives who want to plan an event but just don't know what to do. And then ultimately, this business is going to be about everything local. If anything, it's going to be, a 45-minute drive outside the city that might make it, a little bit more rural. So as you can see, this is the business canvas model. And we're going to get started with our key partners and move on into the key activities and so on. So a term that I'm going to be using a lot is what I call preferred vendors. There are a lot of elements that go into event planning, and a lot of businesses comprise of just that one element, such as venues, caterers, bar services, bakeries, balloons, event equipment, entertainment like DJs, pianists, photographers, bridal shops, formal dress shops, florists. All of these are individual businesses, and there's a lot of them out there. And rather than making them competitors of each other, our goal is to be the center of that and make them our preferred vendors. We want to strike a deal with each one of these places and add them to our preferred vendor list. In order to be on our preferred vendor list, you have to have some sort of like special pricing available to our clients alone. So if I bring business to their door and say, I have a client that needs a venue and that you would be a perfect match for them, that vendor is going to provide my client a special price. And if my client decides to sign the dotted line, I may earn a commission, from that venue if we agree upon it. But ultimately, I'm bringing business to their door, and I'm matching the client to that preferred vendor because they were on my preferred vendor list, and we agreed, that I'm going to bring the business to their door. It's the same for caterers, florists, dress shops. We're here to help bring the business to the door, but also mainly get the client to the appropriate people. So our key activity is essentially the event planning. We're going to be connecting those clients to the preferred vendors, as I just stated. And that's all going to happen through, actual collaboration with the client and working with their budgets and seeing what they prefer, to be having in order to see through their events. Most of our marketing is going to be done online through social media and with client testimonials. And then, of course, we're going to be networking in business groups like your local Better Business Bureaus and being, a part of those groups in order to bring more business, to people's doors and getting our clients connected, to those, to the right fit, essentially. And another service that we're going to be offering as a big key activity is our element production. A lot of the little details that you see on Pinterest that, some people, can put hours into. Not everybody can do that. That's where we come in. We're going to be personalizing and producing these elements for events. So this can be anything: invitations, table signs, place cards, favors of any kind. If you have an idea for it, we're going to do our best to see it through. It'll be approved by the client before we do anything. It's going to be an upfront cost before anything goes into production. Once we sign the dotted line, we're putting it into production to get it into into production. And that gets us into our key resources. In order to design these features, we're going to need design software and subscription services to access, these design features. And with that's going to come, our subscription costs. It's going to be part of our marketing and advertising costs and the element supply costs, like the actual paper goods, vinyls, anything we need to create these elements. You also have, your commissions that come with the preferred vendors, whatever, they're paying us or what we're paying them in order to make these partnerships work. We're going to have that, financial overhead coming through, which is going to lead us into, nurturing those memberships, those partnerships with those preferred vendors. And maintaining those customer connections and getting them their satisfaction. And then we're going to get into, the support staff that's involved, because we're not just made of planners. Part of what we do involves having a staff. And that's how we satisfy these needs and meet the value propositions that we're offering. We're one-on-one. We have a team readily available to make the things, that you need to make your event, custom and detailed. We're going to be budget friendly. We're going to give you the access you need to, get these resources and get special pricing from our preferred vendors. We want, part of having an event being put in place is the process itself, and you want to enjoy that process. Our goal is to make that as enjoyable as possible for you, and it's not just the event day. So again, in our customer segments, we're primarily going to be geared towards women, mostly moms and grandmothers and brides, I believe. 25 years to 65 years. Your men are really going to fall into the businessmen for the most part, in their businesses, small and corporate. And we're going to achieve this through our storefronts, our website. We're going to be able to do things virtually if it's needed. Partnerships are going to even bring customers to our door. We're going to be fair and strike a deal too. If they bring us somebody, I'm willing to pay them a commission, to get them, for bringing a customer to me. And all this is going to be done through like I said, we're going to have people having in-person meetings, virtual meetings if need be. We're going to have constant direct communication through phone calls, text, social media, and just making sure that, we are sticking on our timeline within reason. So our planners should be paid by commissions. The support staff that's going to see through that these goods are made for our clients are going to be done hourly. We'll be, paying for our advertising and marketing costs, the fees for the business to run itself, like your rent, utilities, and insurance costs. But our revenue is going to come in through itemized menu pricing. They pay a one-time upfront cost to get the service rolling. They can add on additional costs, again, one-time upfront fees. And, the personalized elements, that's going to be a separate cost as well. Everything's one time upfront. Nothing's done without, that being taken care of first. And then, of course, any commissions with the vendors, as we've previously stated. And that is my business. I sure do hope y'all enjoyed it, and I appreciate any feedback on how y'all think this is how this will fare.